From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 74 yards. Jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Smith escaping the pressure right. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. DK Metcalf, 36 yards. And the Seahawks are back within a couple of the lead. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Here's Mahomes to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go right here now. Hey, check. 57.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Trey Brown there on the stop.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 8-8 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
3 down. Hey, switch gears. 36.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Let's go, little lady. Check 9.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
All tied up, 8 apiece with 2 minutes on the clock.
Get that ball. Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Yellow. Watch a slat.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they take a knee. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mike Burton from 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Deep ball for Goodwin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Eluding the pressure right. Caught by Travis Kelce. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first down, Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Yellow, on the line. Here we go. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Covered it. But hang on now, though. There's a pin. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
4 down, check. 19, 18.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's what I'm talking
sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, Smith. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Mahomes throwing on 4th.
Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of... Tyler Lockett, the 30, 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 73 yards.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill the back.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Mike 57. Let's get the ball. Mike 57.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 26 yards.
And the Chiefs will add to their fourth quarter lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I'm coming, 16.
Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta.
taken from about the 12. Starting the drive with Algier.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Working out of the gun, Mariota.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Smith. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now Gino on 1st down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquise Goodwin.
And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Play action now. Mariota. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go. It's Patterson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Patterson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to Walker on 1st down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
7 Pirates.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, it's Walker.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now Gino. Forced out to his left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play fake. Mariota steps away. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 51 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mariota. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Off the play fake, Mariota. Over the middle, complete. It's Bird. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On the move to his left.
This one into the hands of Pitts.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Mariota out to his left.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Smith on first down. Left side complete to Lockett.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On the jump.
On first down, Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first down. They're moving the ball.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Smith being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be in. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Geno. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. On 2nd and 10, Smith rolling to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Smith. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Walker with another carry. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go. Here we go. Hot 70.
Here we go on fourth. Smith.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
Now Smith. It's caught. Lockett.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Ready. Crack all 80.
To throw again on second down. Smith steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's Walker.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They're going to run this with a tight end.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mariota to throw it.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
They'll try again, and he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Algier will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Moore. He will return it. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Dancing to his left.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Here we go. Strategy Lions.
They snap it to Smith. He hits his target, Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
19 Tiger. Panther 60. Panther 60.
From the 50, it's Smith. Buying time to his left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now it's Smith. Forced out to his left. This complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Smith. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 79 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and goal from inside the 5. Look at this, a tight end carry. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
To throw, Mariota.
Escaping the pressure right. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Mariota.
Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mariota.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
One last shot now for Mariota. And this is going to be caught. It's caught, and they've won the football game.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau.
A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, watch that. 30. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Faced for their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Not today, you are. Not today. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Watch out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Watson complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
Hey, check 26.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Man open, here is Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check 50. Hey, you block over here.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 73 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing. Hey, 88. Switch. Jam it. Jam.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. 1 play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Single, single. Hey, watch 16, watch 16.
Trap 60, trap 60.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Straight ahead, Walker. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Okay, ready? Viking 18.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
On fourth down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Check 24. Watch 24. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Cut.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
After the interception, here's Smith.
Hey, let's get that ball. Let's get that ball right here.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. To try again after the sack, Smith steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Gino. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now Smith throwing on fourth down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. On play action, now Rodgers.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to find Lazard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Now a first down carry by Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Crosby is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
On the double. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 117 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The Smiths throw into the hands of Fan. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Let's get off the field.
70 Timberwolf.
They run again with Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Smith steps away. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
check.
Mike, 7. And let's get in them holes. 49, check 49, check 49. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Switch, switch, switch. Kill, kill, kill.
A carry here for the big tight end. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw, Rodgers.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
57, Mike, 57. Here we go.
To throw is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 57's the Mike. 50. 57's the Mike. All you get is a headache. Boxing, 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 boxing.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.